guys, welcome to the next episode of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. In this episode we're not going to continue on in that place, we're going to head back to the sky. Why? We unlocked 2 goddess cubes just a second back there, and we're going to go and collect the equivalent, the goddess chests, in the sky. So that requires us to teleport, shoot, whatever you want, fire ourselves back up into the sky and go collect those. It is nice to be greeted by kind of that whiteness again when you get back to here, but even so, what does she want? Oh yeah, she's basically telling you about the goddess cubes, which we know, so I will skip. Now basically, whenever they appear, it shows them. If they don't appear, chances are they'll be in Skyloft, and you have to land for you to be able to see them. Since we've only got one waypoint, kind of sucks actually. To be honest, we would have been better coming to this place after coming to the Pumpkin Landing afterwards, but whatever. I kind of messed up the order. So you've already seen how waypoints work. Just have to get over there. Luckily, it's not that far away. But everything feels so bigger in this vast expanse of clouds. It's not the best over. Like, at least Wind Waker, you felt like you were doing something. Half the time here, you just sat. Before you would, swivel the camera around. You can't really do that here. But there's not much you can do. I think it's higher up, unless it's this here. It might be this island, a little bit off, but there we go. Yeah, that looks like it is. Now you saw the original goddess cube back when we were there, and saw how it looks like that. Whenever you basically hit it and they give off that glowing colour down the ground, the chests above give off the glowing colour, so you know which is which. Yay, piece of heart, which means we've only got 2 pieces of heart left. The pieces of heart in this game, like most Zelda games, are a bit unusual. Well, yeah, the pieces of heart in this game are a lot less, what's the word, influential. What I mean by that is, to get full life, you don't just have to get all the pieces of heart. You have to get 2 heart medallions, which count as 1 heart each, and you have to carry them around in your adventure pouch. You can see where this is going. It's a problem with the adventure pouch. But all in all, it does really grind having to find the pieces of heart in this game, because I don't know. In the other games, because of how the landscape was, you could easily find where they were meant to be. But in this game, they're a little more difficult to find, and overall, they don't seem to. I haven't run into them. I've never done like a specified quest on them myself. But yeah, I think it'll be around here. Actually, there are some bugs. No, there aren't some bugs there. There will be some bugs probably if you hit that. Where is it? It's not inside, it's around this side. There we go. This will give us an adventurer's pouch, thank goodness. Because by this point you're already thinking, well, I'm kind of running out of space. So yeah, sadly this is the only one you can get for free, everything else costs. You can get one for half price if you do a side quest. But once again, it's so much just tedium. So we're just going to head back down to the ground. We could head there and sort out a shield and all that kind of stuff. But until we've got a bug net, and actually, we could go get the bug net now. I might have enough rupees for that. So let's head back to Skyloft then. The sooner you get the bug net, the sooner you can upgrade it, the sooner you can catch more bugs, the sooner you can infuse them with your potion. Is that really it? Yeah, I guess. It's a nice little side quest, if not infuriating when you go to Bug Island, but we'll get to all of that jazz later. Let's go use a shortcut stone again, because there's no way I'm not using it because of the tedium it takes to fly around this place. There we go. Oh well, it nearly takes you there. The disappointment with Skyloft is the fact that, well, it's kind of small, it doesn't really serve much use, but for example, if I'm going to drop off, let's say, just in front of the plaza door, watch where I land. It'll be in an almost entirely different place. It never drops you onto the island exactly where you dropped off on, which is a disappointment. See, it drops me off here, which isn't where I landed. In fact, was it? No, maybe it was. But it usually isn't, or it usually is in set locations around, and obviously in this place you'll automatically deploy your sails. So we're going to the bazaar. He will now sell you a seed satchel, which you can expand later on. Oh god. I can foresee what will befall me, fortune teller. Trust my piercing eyes. This guy's creepy. I don't know whether it's a guy or a girl. That's a big problem with Zelda games, actually. Anyway, he's going to just tell you about how the fact he can sell you seed satchels now. and stuff. Sorry, I thought that was someone calling me then. It turned out it wasn't. Yeah, so actually we're not meant to be in here yet. My bad. Okay, some of that little snot-nosed kid that had that really weird hairdo, he told you about Beetle's floating shit shot. So, to activate it, get your weapon out, anything which fires projectiles, fail, and hit it. There we go. Now as you do this, will send this little pole down, which is which you can't actually grab hold of like a normal thing. You just have to sit here and wait until it says grab, which can take a freaking age. And Link does the best jump he's ever done and manages to climb that far up. Okay. Actually, there's something kind of hidden about this place, which I'll explain later on. It's quite valuable in a side quest. Anyway, here you go. Yeah, I know. This is one of those things which is kind of butchering the whole Zelda timeline. Is the fact that they just shove in random electrical, technological feats, and then they take it all away. It's so rare to have a customer here. I can't... You see, this doesn't make any sense. Like in most other games, a ship. Sailing around for a ship was a good idea because, you know, other ships could come along. They never did, but it makes sense. Flying around in a way that you have to get your customer to climb up, and you have to pedal it to keep it in the air, just screams of a freaking disaster. Anyway. This is a bugs net. Thank you. There are so many bugs. You want me to catch a ton? It's 50 rupees. Go buy it. There's also extra wallets you can buy, but you have to carry them with you. You can expand your wallet, I think. I forget how wallet systems work. There's a load of things in this game, which is not too much fun. Anyway, there's the heart. There's the heart medallion. This thing is a little bit different. Instead of this is a life medal instead of a heart medal. The life medal, they keep calling them medallions. Basically, what this does is allows you to find hearts faster, and it's very expensive. At the moment, we can't even hold 800, but we soon will be. And then there's Adventurer's Pouch, which is equally expensive, and that. But we won't bother with anything else because everything costs. Now, in the corner, there is actually a bed in that shop. I never knew until I had to look at the guide because it was really well disguised. Anyway, just jump off here and activate your sailcloth and don't die. Usual stuff. And he'll get really annoyed because you've been to Beetle's ship. That becomes a quest later on. You have to take him into the shop or something like that. I forget. Is it? Or maybe that was a... I don't know. I get so confused with all these little things to do. Anyway, at some point in the future, we will upgrade the amount of waypoints that we can have. And when you can get like 5, 6, 7 waypoints, allows you to be able to pop through some of the harder little challenges in the game. Yeah, there's a lot of similarities between this game and Twilight Princess, which is why I have some belief that it doesn't make too much sense when they're too far apart, if you get what I mean. Yeah, they're completely different ends of the timeline. Now, a lot of people complain about the whole timeline thing. They're all like, what was it? It gets really annoying when people start complaining about how it doesn't fit. And it's what Nintendo said, therefore it's absolute. Yeah, but we kind of want to know how it works. If you've just given us a list of games, said this is the order they're in, we're like, what? Okay, it's cool, but I kind of want to know. I haven't got any in there actually. Maybe I didn't activate them. Maybe I didn't talk to them. That was the problem. Oh well. Forest Temple. But that is one of the annoyances that I've got with just timeline, just Zelda timeline-ness. I mean, yeah, if it has a timeline, that's cool. If not, does it really matter? As someone once said, the idea it was a Legend of Zelda is that it's the same legend but retold in so many different ways is kind of a compelling argument, apart from the fact that you know, while Link may beat a villain every time, it's all variations on that theme, yes, but it's so heavy variations, it doesn't make too much sense. When, for example, Link, what was I trying to say? Oh god, I hate these nets. You can get caught in the tiny little bottom. If I walk over there, I get caught in it. Doesn't make any sense. But then Link breaks. For example, in this one, the final villain is different to another game, which is different to another game. So not even that, but the villains, the areas they're set in is different. It just doesn't make any sense. Right. Okay. Yeah. I just think these nets are complete annoyance. But there we go. You have to. Basically, it's all to use that wave motion blitz in that certain direction. Yay! He says without really feeling it at all. Yeah, these give you, I think, you can actually bottle the stuff that comes out of there and put it on rupees and stuff. And in this game, there is this rupor, which is basically something which takes away a rupee from you, which is sad face. As you can see, that was a demonstration of the whole slash. Maybe it's best to do the forward roll to get rid of some of those. Yeah, I think it is. This is a bit unfair because there we go. Okay, we've got to find a way around this. I've forgotten how we're supposed to do this now. Okay, well, whatever. We'll just do that. So it's how to actually defeat the beast. I don't think Buckababbas actually give you... Are they Buckababbas in this game? They don't actually give you anything, so it's kind of pointless using them. Anyway, one really interesting thing about this game, and really interesting fact, is the music. Now, you may not be able to hear it too much at the moment, but the further you get to your main objectives, the more the music layers and adds choir as a final layer, but also different instruments. And the fact that these themes are orchestrated is pretty simple at best. But yeah, those are just kind of, you know, see how long you can spin your wrist for. But it's kind of a really nice idea, which adds to the feel and immersion of the dungeon. Definitely a really good sound choice. What are these? The servant who brought you to the firm soil. There wasn't really a servant that brought us to the firm soil. Oh, Fee. Okay. So basically, that's basically telling you to listen to Fee. So here we go. This added this little bit in, which I really like. Just like these things explode. Just make a little noise. Did it? Oh, it dropped seeds. Really? I thought it was going to drop something interesting. It dropped seeds. There we go. Whatever. Just jump through here. Okay, we're now in one of the favourite rooms of the jungle of the dungeon. Now, this dungeon actually had me fooled, as a few of these dungeons did, because they really are quite confusing. They're devilish in some areas, which is so cool. It's nice to be challenged by a game for once, and that's not just in the combat. Some of the things of where the heck to go. And this dungeon had me confused for a little while. I was like, oh, what do I do? I didn't have the guide at this point, so I was kind of like, well, this is interesting. Well, what do I do? But yeah. I really like that kind of aspect. Oh, here we go. This leads us back out here. Shortcut. They do a lot of these little shortcut paths in here, which is nice. Because the last thing I want to do is have to trace all the way from exit to Y to Z. Sometimes those do annoy me. The blocking is kind of like, by the time you've moved, it hasn't always moved, but you know. Okay, so the first one we go into is the one over here. Let's activate that. Actually, before we do that, we may as well, I might just go down here and explore this. I love the water effect in this game. It is really pretty and looks kind of waterish. We can't do anything there. A massive log. And what have we here? Another switch. So now open both doors. I'll go through this one first because I feel like it. But yeah, there's a really secret, hidden little passage, which is really mean. I was confused. But that's good. I didn't buy a game to be able to breeze through it. Well, I guess. I bought a game to have fun, really. And I was expecting to breeze through Zelda, to be fair. But 40-50 hours it took me to complete it in the end. That's not too bad, but obviously that's because I did a lot of messing around, a lot of stuff which would be considered as being off-screen stuff. There we go. It's a really odd design choice. They kind of picked those knickers for them. Knickers is the complete wrong word. What am I trying to say? What am I trying to say? That would be an interesting point if I could get it out. For goodness sake. There we go. There's a little bit of a dip, and sometimes it's a little confusing to get that dip right. There we go. Oh, got one of these. I don't like the way they kind of attack you without any warning. But there we go. No more. I thought it was only two. That's a bit of a dip. There we go. Obviously these enemies can only be killed with the stab, 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 stab. So you've gotta... And this one's is the same. These are spiders also, one of the ones that you can use the shield bash on. If they're not like that, and if they're on their side, you can use a shield bash. Sorry, if they're on the right side up, you can use their shield bash to knock them off, knock them over, and then sort of kill them, or you can spin attack, it makes no difference. Now the one thing which was really difficult to spot, and I'll see if I can see it, because if I can't see it, bricks may be shat. Wait a second. Now what you can see here is, let me get back up, because I'm getting a little bit confused myself. Is that there are these little holes in the wall. Now I was a bit... Really, there's no need for that. I could see that there was like a little... I couldn't see that when I went past, because you don't when you go along that way. But also, there's little holes that come in the wall, and you think they're just like cosmetic, or at least I did. I should have known better. It's water. And of course, builds the water up there, which is a nice little feature. But we need that to get the water up in the main place to be able to have fun. What does this thing tell us? There aren't many of these in later dungeons, and apparently people have deciphered this Hyrulean text now. Which seems a bit weird, because I don't see how you can look at that and get that from there. Sorry, because there's not enough text on there, as on the sign, to replicate the words, unless it's like Japanese on there. If you know what I mean, it's kind of the Japanese where a few letters are represented by a single symbol. Anyway, this game sees the death of the traditional compass. It is now just a map, and that's it. Which is nice, because the compass you either got first, and it was totally useless, you could just see about things. And you know, it kind of felt unnecessary. Getting rid of it, well, it was a bit sad to begin with. I have to say, pretty cool. Actually, I was so stupid, I didn't even look at my map to see where there was an extra path coming from, and I couldn't find that, but oh god. Yeah, can be confirmed with the map. Because it makes sense that there's someone on the map would have marked the treasure, and they wouldn't have, yeah, whatever. Get rid of that symbol, because it's annoying, and we'll drop down here. Anyway, in the next part, we'll probably finish this dungeon, but we're going to head through there. So see you guys then. Take care. Bye-bye.